Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I last filmed a sit down video, since I last sat down here and filmed. So I feel like I need to get myself back into the swing of things, reintroduce myself back into filming and YouTube and that kind of thing. It's been a little bit weird. So I spent summer in Portugal, which is what I usually do, and that meant that I took a bit of a break from YouTube, but I did continue posting on Instagram, albeit less frequently than usual, but I do have quite a lot of summer posts over on Instagram. So if you do want to catch up with my summer and my holiday, then you can head over to my Instagram. But for now, we are getting back into life in London, back to a little bit of normality, which I'm really excited about, and I'm so excited for autumn, my favourite season hands down. So to ease myself back into the swing of things, to ease myself back onto YouTube, I thought I would start off with a recent favourites video. I haven't shared a video in so long, and I haven't shared favourites in a really long time. So I thought it would be quite nice to share a mix of things that I've been loving recently over the summer and into the autumnal season as well. So these have been some of my current favourites, and let's get started. I won't be sharing in any particular order, literally just going with the flow. So first up are sunglasses. I love my sunglasses, but I don't really know if this is super known, but I wear glasses. I wear glasses every single day. I need glasses all the time. I try really hard not to wear my glasses because I don't know, I'm just much used to not wearing them now, particularly on like Instagram, YouTube, things like that. I don't usually wear my glasses, but in everyday, real life, I wear glasses all the time. So the thing I love about these particular sunglasses is the fact that they have my prescription in them, and that is just a whole new game changer for me. So these are Jimmy Fairley sunglasses. Jimmy Fairley is a sunglasses and glasses brand that I have absolutely loved. I actually fairly recently, a few months ago, did an eye test at Jimmy Fairley as well, which was so seamless, just so easy, really great. And then I also picked up a pair of new sunglasses. I do love changing up my sunglasses, and I think that a lot of us have quite a large sunglasses collection, and mine is definitely growing, and it's growing with a lot of Jimmy Fairley picks, which I absolutely love. So these are, they all have names. These are potentially called the Maya. I probably should have checked that before starting. I stupidly didn't, but I will leave links and names in the description box down below, so make sure you open up the description box if you want any information or any particular things. Everything will be linked down below. But these I got in like springtime. I just love them. I have quite a small face, and sometimes I struggle with sunglasses and finding the perfect sunglasses for me, but I just really love these. I think they're still big, but not like too big on my face. I really like these. They're almost a bit of a like cat eye look, and they've got this tortoise shell, which I really loved. I think that's what sold me. I really loved the tortoise shell of these. So that's pair number one. And then pair number two, which I picked up just before I went on holiday, because my all-time favorite pair of sunglasses are actually another pair of Jimmy Fairley sunglasses, but from years and years ago, maybe as far back as 2017, 2018 maybe. I've had them for such a long time, and I wear them to death. So I really wanted to update those, and I found an all black version that are very similar to the original pair I have. Now these are definitely bigger. They're more of a like statement sunglasses, and actually in Portugal I wore these a lot, but these all black rimmed like thick sunglasses I think are so perfect for London. Even like winter time, I feel like these sunglasses are going to be so perfect, and I just love Jimmy Fairley as a brand. All of these have my prescription in them, which is absolutely fantastic. It means I don't need to worry about glasses or anything, particularly over the summer. I basically ditch my glasses and just wear sunglasses with my prescription in them. They're just genius in my opinion. I think they're really great. So Jimmy Fairley is a brand that I would highly recommend you check out. Whether you have a prescription, whether you use glasses or not, these are just great in my opinion. They're so stylish. They're so like elegant, I would say. Like, they're not too in your face, they're not too showy, they're not heavily branded, like they really have none of that. They're just a really nice pair of like classic sunglasses, and I also really love the little pouches that their glasses come in. I think they're really chic. Next up, no summer favourites would be complete without including Corksicle. I absolutely love these Corksicle canteens. I just think they are so good. So this size is the 500 milliliters, and in Portugal I have a 750 milliliter bottle, which is my most used. It's just so good to have with you, particularly on a summer holiday when it gets really hot, and obviously it's super important to stay hydrated, to have water with you. I keep a bottle of this filled with water with me all day long. These keep cold drinks cold for, I think it's either 24 to 48 hours, a really long time. And they also do the same, the inverse basically, they do the opposite. So they also keep hot drinks hot for, I think it's around 12 to 18 hours maybe, something like that. I'm not entirely sure of the specifics, but honestly, they're so good. I use mine mostly for water. I do actually also have a smaller size to this one, which is what I would usually use for a hot drink. I think this is quite large for a hot drink, but this is what I typically carry like my water in. This is a great size to keep in your handbag as well if you've got I wouldn't even say a large handbag, like a medium-sized handbag, this is perfect. But also they have such beautiful designs that if you are just carrying it with you, it looks so beautiful as well. So I absolutely love this. This one was actually a collaboration that they did with Rifle Paper Co. I think it was their second Rifle Paper Co collaboration, and I just love this bottle. It's so beautiful. All of them are beautiful. They have amazing colours. They have a multitude of sizes as well. I really have been raving about Corksicle canteens for years here on my YouTube channel, and I stand by it. I really love them. Let's move on to some beauty bits next. First up, the Caudalie Radiance Serum Complexion Correcting. This stuff is so good. So I actually took a full bottle with me to Portugal and I used it up. I was in Portugal for 8 weeks. I was literally using this day and night as well, so it actually lasts a really long time. And honestly, I reached for this as soon as I felt like my skin wasn't looking so good. If I started to get any appearances of blemishes around my chin, which is where I usually get blemishes, and they sometimes like lead to scarring as well, and this was just so good. As soon as I noticed one, I was like, whoa, 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 I don't want this kind of skin for the summer. So I grabbed my trusty Caudalie friend, and this became my evening daytime serum application. It's just so nice. It's really soothing on the skin. It isn't highly fragranced or anything either. It's just a really great soothing product and does wonders for my skin, honestly. I don't suffer too much from acne or anything like that, but I do get spots from time to time, particularly around my chin area, and actually in the summer sometimes I get them around my cheeks as well. I think maybe with the heat and like sweating more and that sort of thing, that it kind of aggravates my skin a bit. But this was just so good, calming my skin. You can use it daytime, you can use it nighttime, which I think makes it a really good multi-use and multi-function product as well. It's just so good, like believe the hype, it's excellent. Another product I used and loved in Portugal were the Skinny Tan Face Tanning Drops. Number one, it doesn't have that biscuity tan smell, which some other facial tanning drops that I've tried do have. This one, I mean, it smells like coconut. It's got coconut in there, and that's exactly what it smells like, and it's just really, really excellent. This says you should use 6 to a max of 10 drops. So 2 nights ago I did 10 drops, and honestly I was a little bit scared that I had gone a bit too far, that maybe I would come up looking orange, but I really, really don't think so. Honestly, you just can't go wrong with this. I have gone wrong many a time with face tanning drops and with tanning drops in general, so much so that I was incredibly scared to use tanning drops again. But I started using these from Skinny Tan when I was on holiday, when my tan for my body wasn't quite matching my face, and it obviously looked a little bit odd, and I didn't really want to wear loads of layers of foundation and so on. So I really did want to have a bit more of a tanned look on my skin, and this is excellent. I can use up to 10 drops. I don't go orange, I don't go any weird colours or anything. I always think this just, somehow it's always just right. The colour that comes out is always just right, and I love these actually. I am definitely a convert, absolutely obsessed with these face tanning drops. I actually used them not last night, 2 nights ago, and I went up to 10 drops, and I was like, oh, is this a mistake? I'm not too sure. But honestly, works really well. Just gives you a nice glowy look, a glowy finish, and a bit more of tan skin, which is exactly what I'm after with my tanning drops. Also, quick mention to a moisturiser that I am loving. I didn't take this with me on holiday to Portugal, but I was using it in the UK before I left, and I'm back to using it now. As you can see, it is very nearly finished. This is the Embroilis Multi-Function Nourishing Moisturiser. This is the sensitive version. So I believe they have a normal version as well as a sensitive version. I don't really know what the difference is. I've only tried the sensitive. I wouldn't say I have sensitive skin normally, but this is just the one that I've been using. It's excellent. excellent. Like, I love this. As you can see, I've really been squeezing this out, and I have very little left there, but I was so excited to be almost like reunited with this product. It's a really good moisturizer. It's fuss-free, basically. It's fuss-free. I can use it, my boyfriend can use it, literally anybody could use this. Embroiderlies is such a nice brand as well. They have products that are really calming on the skin and just great and nourishing and just good for your skin, and I have been absolutely loving this. If I'm not mistaken, this actually was popular on TikTok. I feel like it became really popular on TikTok, and since then I started trying it and I was like, yep, agreed, just so good. Another favourite, so happy to be reunited with this. I didn't take this away on holiday with me, which in hindsight now I actually regret. I wish I had done. So this is the Schwarzkopf Brow Tint. I use the colour dark brown. This is so good. I've actually got a whole video explaining and sharing and showing you how I use this to dye my eyebrows, and I dyed my eyebrows before I went on holiday to Portugal, and then within the 2 months, of course, it started to fade. I wouldn't say this lasts 2 months, it might last like a month maybe, but by the end of it my brows were just looking not so dark, I suppose. I have quite light eyebrows. They're very big, they're very bushy, but they're quite light, so I do actually think it makes a big difference when I dye my eyebrows. So when I got back from Portugal a few days ago, I actually dyed my eyebrows. It was one of the first things I did. So happy to have like thicker and darker eyebrows again. It makes life so much easier. So for example, today literally all I did was go through my brows with a tinted brow gel rather than go through the whole thing of like colouring in my eyebrows with an eyebrow pencil and then going in with a brow gel and so on. It really just like slimlines my routine down to something so easy to do. So today literally all I did was apply some tinted brow gel in there just to fill in any of the gaps and to obviously keep everything in place. I just think this is really good. It works really well. I have had this for a really long time as well, definitely longer than I should have it, but it's still working really well for me. Still really happy with this. I've got a backup ready for when this one ends. I think I've got like one more use of this, but it's so good. It lasts a really long time. It's also an affordable way to do this at home and to do like the upkeep at home, because doing any sort of beauty treatment these days is pretty expensive. So something like this, like dyeing your eyebrows, which you can do at home really easily, I would highly recommend. And in my opinion, the Brow Tint by Schwarzkopf is just excellent. Next, I have a Marmite piece. You're either going to love it or you're going to absolutely hate them. But I have to be honest, I feel like if you hate them, it's because you've not tried them and you just hate the look of them, because I was one of those people. I hated these. I thought they were horrible. I remember one time one of my friends wore these and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're wearing those. I'm so embarrassed. But then maybe like a year later, I got a pair and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it. And that is Crocs. Oh, they are such a Marmite piece. I know people absolutely hate Crocs and then people absolutely love them. I was a hater, now I'm a lover. So there you go, full 360. These are the ones that I got this summer. So they're actually part of a recent launch, like a recent collaboration or a recent collection that Crocs did. They're called the Animal Remix. So they're obviously zebra, and then here we have leopard print as well. They're just great. I really love Crocs. I think they're so comfortable. They're great on holiday. I took these with me to Portugal and they're just so good. You slip them on. You can wear these like around the pool and stuff like this. You can wear this outside. I go to the countryside in Portugal, which is why something like this is really great to just slip on and your foot is still like a bit more covered and a bit more secure than if you were to wear flip-flops, for example. My boyfriend also has a pair of Crocs that he absolutely loves. He uses them so much on holiday in Portugal, because with this strap you can basically do this, and we call it sports mode. I don't know if that's a legit name, if this is genuinely known as sports mode or if it was just like, I don't know, something that happens. But anyway, sports mode is great. Honestly, I just really like them. As I said, I used to hate them. I used to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're wearing Crocs. But now I'm literally like, guys, they're so good. You need to try them before you bash them because they are excellent. Oh, and before I forget, this necklace is another favourite that I wanted to include. This is from Missima and it is a choker necklace with a beautiful emerald pendant. I got this for my birthday, and admittedly I didn't wear it for a really long time, but then in the summer I did not take this off. I slept in it, I showered in it, I basically wore it every single day. It's just such an easy piece to have on, and it's not too thick, it's not too chunky, it's really quite delicate, but it still looks special in my opinion. It's from Missima. It's actually the first and only piece of jewellery that I have from Missoma, and I really, really like it. I'm very happy with it. As I said, I wore it every single day whilst on holiday in Portugal. I did change it up sometimes if I wanted a bigger pendant, but usually I would just wear this, and I really love it. I mean, this was probably an outfit that I wore a lot, or a top that I wore a lot. It's just a black crop top, like square neck crop top, but look how cute it looks with just this little addition of the little emerald pendant choker. Really beautiful. It can be layered really easily as well with some other necklaces, which I loved doing as well. It was just one of my favourite pieces, so really wanted to mention that in today's favourites as well. Also, my Kindle. I've had my Kindle since 2020, I believe, so I've had it for 2 years, and at first I wasn't so keen on it. I wasn't using it that much. I don't know, I feel like when you go from reading a physical copy of a book to a Kindle, it is actually quite a dramatic switch to go from literally turning pages and just the whole experience of reading a book, I suppose. This does definitely change that, but oh my gosh, it's so good for holidays, for traveling, because this slots into a bag so easily. You can have so many different books in there as well. You can download them all the time. Kindle are always doing so many deals for new books. They do 99p deals daily, where you can get some really great new releases on here for 99p, which is so good. And actually, a little tip for you as well, if you do have a Kindle, and sometimes it can be a little bit harder to hold comfortably, I actually added a pop socket onto mine. I don't know how well you can see, but basically when I read my Kindle, I have my pop socket to hold on to, and honestly that was a huge game changer for me as well. I have a pop socket on my phone as well. Maybe pop socket is another one of my favorites. So this is the pop socket I have on my phone, and then this is the one that I have on my Kindle. Both I really like. I think I'm just used to holding a pop socket as well, so it means it's like I hold my phone really comfortably and I hold my Kindle really comfortably too, and I think it makes a really big difference for me anyway, and I just love it. I love the Kindle. And last but by no means least is a fragrance. I don't often talk about fragrances because I use quite a lot of them. I have one favourite that I absolutely love, but things have changed. This is the YSL Libre fragrance. I love it. I love it so much. It's just such a nice scent. I find it really hard to describe scents, but it's kind of like, it's still sweet and fruity, but in a very elegant and grown-up way. I love fruity scents. I just love sweet scents. That is just what I like in my fragrances. And admittedly, a sweet sort of scent can often be a bit childish, I'd say. However, this is just, it's just excellent. It smells rich. I saw someone describing this fragrance the other day actually, and she was like, this just screams rich lady, and I was like, 100%. It just smells rich and I love it. It's so nice. I think this is going to be my go-to fragrance throughout autumn and throughout winter because it's just amazing. It's still sweet, but not too sickly sweet and not too summery sweet either. Like I said, it seems grown up, it's just a nice scent. It's a rich lady scent and I love this. It's the first time I've tried YSL Libre. I know it's been around for years and years and years and years, but I hadn't tried it. Tried it recently and I am obsessed with it. This has literally flown up to the high ranks of my fragrances. I really love it. So there you have it. Those were some of my recent favourite products. I feel like I was a little bit rambly in today's video, but hopefully it was enjoyable. Like I said, I'm getting back into the swing of things, getting back into a YouTube routine and getting back into the swing of filming for you. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. A nice favourites to get us back into a routine. Let me know what your summer/recent favourites are in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video and if you're excited for autumn content to start, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it and I know you're happy to see me back on YouTube as well. So please do thumbs up. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and I will see you all in my next video. I am going to be back to twice weekly uploads on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed if you're not already subscribed. I will see you later on in the week for my next video. A very big thank you for watching and I will see you soon. Bye.